What's going on, guys? So in this video I'm going to show you some tools that can actually speed up your workflow and actually going to make some of your editing easier. So without wasting your time, guys, let's get into the video. First tool here is the ultimate vocal remover. So imagine you are editing and in your video or in your scene pack you hear some noise in the background and it's really affecting the voice of the character. This is actually the best tool to remove all those noise so that you get only the voice of the characters. I have this clip here. Let me show you how you are going to do it. So you can hear noises of some animals in the background.
So be it. But we do more just hunting. We're hunted.
So with this, the best way to do is export this only the audio. So you just go to your video, make sure you just go to your clip and just go to file and you go to export and add to render queue. For the settings, just go here and choose any of them or the mp3, so either the WAV format or the WAV format or your mp3. So let me go for mp3, then hit on OK, then choose your location. So I'll go to the desktop and I'll call it tools. I'll just save it and I'll just go to render. And right now we are done rendering. Open the ultimate vocal remover now. So if you want this tool, just go to my Discord and just type ultimate vocal remover and I'm going to show you the link. We have options like WAV, flag, so I'll go for the mp3. I'll choose the mp3, and we also have vocal only, instrumental only. So normally I'll just only take GPU conversion. So all you have to do now is just go to select input to our desktop. For tools, this is the tool, you select it. So you can see it's processing. Just wait for it to do its work. So now we are done. Now we just have to import. So I'm going to drag both the instrumental, and so now just drag the vocals and the instrumentals to composition. So I'm going to turn off the audio of our video, and now I'm going to select the instrumentals, turn only on the instrumentals. So I'm going to play only the instrumentals. So playing the instrumentals, you are not hearing the voice of the characters. So now let's turn off the instrumentals and turn on the vocals too, and let's see what we had.
So be it. But we do more just hunting.
So you can see from the video we only have the voice and the background is off. We don't have the background.
So be it. But we do more just hunting.
So you can see from here the application or the software did a great job, and actually this is a one-time software you can install on your PC without going to the internet. You can use it to remove every noise from your video or from your edit, and actually this is going to save you time. So guys, ultimate vocal remover. So if you want this software, kindly join my Discord, link in description. Just go on my Discord and just type ultimate vocal remover.
So be it. But we do more just hunting. We're hunted.
So the second tool we have on our list here is called the MARKEY. This is actually a simple tool here, but it's actually going to save you time. So imagine you make a whole lot of keyframes. So let me add a new null object. Let's create a position keyframe. So imagine I create a position keyframe, I move in time and create another one. So I also create a scale keyframe, make another keyframe, and also create a keyframe for opacity, for opacity, and at the end I'll hit U to reveal all my keyframes. Without pressing U or your keyboard to reveal your keyframe, this tool is actually going to save you time. If you just click on it, it's going to show you where all your keyframes and the type of keyframe you've created. So P for position, you can see, S for scale, and we'll have another position keyframe here. We'll have the scale here, we'll have the opacity. Actually this is actually going to save you time. So without hitting U, so imagine you have a whole lot of layers and you want to adjust some of the settings. You just have to just click on this tool here and it's going to show you where the keyframes and how you can adjust them. So in case you change the position of your keyframes, all you have to do is just remove it and click again, and it's going to rearrange them to where you have your keyframes. And what you can also do is that if you dive in the settings, you can make sure, so you can see here we have use short names, that's the first letter, and we also want it to be full, so just click on full, use full names, and let's move it and let's click again, and you can see we have this here. Imagine you're having a whole lot of layers and you want to know where a specific keyframe is. You just click on this and it's actually going to indicate where you have the keyframes. Actually, this is going to speed up your workflow and it's going to save you time. So this, the name of the plugin is called MARKEY, and you guys can get it. Just join my Discord server. Okay, so the third tool, we have the beat edit and have the BEATNIK. So this is the beat edit and this is the BEATNIK. I'm actually going to summarize or simplify this for you. Let's go to the BEATNIK. So right now let's play our audio. So what most of you guys do is you just go to the waveform and you just go through it and mark according to the waveform. Some of you also right click, go to keyframe assistant, convert, and you later go into your graph and also use the pick here to do it. Most of you, this is what you guys do. So all you have to do is if you open the plugin for the first time or the extension, this is what you get. Let's go to markers and also make sure you're on beat detect so that it's going to detect. And with this threshold and sensitivity, all depends on the type of beat. So if the audio you have a lot of beat inside, you have to just play with the settings here. Now all we have to do is just select beat detect. Now let's leave these values and now let's go to markers and just click on do it, and you can see it places a marker on your audio. And let's do this. Just go to keyframe assistant, convert to audio into keyframes. Let's see something here. So just go to your graph. Let me go to my graph so you can see we are having the same thing we're having here. So you can see if I put this one to this marker here and then let me go into my graph, and you can see, so now you can see it is the same thing we're getting here, and actually this is what we want. And with this you can move the audio anywhere you want, and it's actually going to maintain your marker. You can see this actually did a very great job for us. All you have to do for the BEATNIK is just select your audio and just make sure it's not on auto, just make sure it's on markers. So with the sync, imagine you have a video and you want to sync the beat to the video. This is where you are going to take. So if you're having a music or you want to mark the beat and you actually click on do it and it doesn't align, please play with the threshold here and sensitivity. All depends on your music. So just try changing the threshold here and just click on do it, and it's actually going to mark the beat for you. So you can see it's actually doing a great job. So let's go to the beat edit and let me show you how this also works. I'm just summarizing this for you, but there's a lot you can do with this tool here. So with this, all you have to do is just select your audio and go to load music. You can see detecting the beat. So if you want to see what is happening, if you play this, you can see we have a logo here. So you can see, so if you listen well, the logo is actually making some sound, like some click sound here, and it's actually, we are hearing some double beats in this, and actually this is detecting only the single beat. You can also go to and change it like scale, pulse, and if you play this, you can see, you can hear there's a double beat. If you wanted to detect the double audio, all you can do is come to this side here and you go to add extra markers. So if your audio have different beats, just try playing with this. So you can see we have some yellow markers here, and if you go to extra, I mean you are adding more of this, you have some yellow markers here. So you just go through and play and see if they are aligned. So you can see here, let me go back and let me show you something here. So if I go to the beat wiggle, let's see, So you can see the double beat. This is also showing, indicating you have a double beat over there. So now you can see changing the value here, or the amount here. We're actually getting it to sync with our beat. So now let's go and play it from the beginning. Let's see what we have. I know sometimes most of you just want the easier way, but guys, this will actually save you time. All you have to do is just play with these values here, and you just click. So if you are done, just select your create markers. If you click on it, it's actually going to create the marker for you, and you can see we have our markers here. And now let's play what we have in our composition here. You can see the markers is actually aligned to the beat. You can see so guys, so this is the simplest or easier way to create markers to your beat without going through the manual. So with this is actually a very great tool here to save you guys time. So thanks for watching, guys. If this video helped you, kindly give me a comment, kindly like this video. If you're a new person found in this channel, kindly subscribe, turn on the bell notification, so if I upload, you are going to get it. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Peace.